So for a while, I've been wanting to make not a YouTube video, but I've been trying to get more into my blog as means of not necessarily an outlet, but more like I don't know. But I sometimes find it hard to like think of topic areas to write on and discuss, and sometimes I feel like topics can overlap, and because of that, I can make one blog post on one subject and then overlap into multiple other subjects, and then it all gets a bit messy and a bit like this. So it's really hard to like segregate different topic areas and stuff, or like sub genres, if that makes sense. I know that's not the correct terminology, but sub thingies between in subjects. Do you know what I mean? Like if I'm talking about one thing, it'll suddenly transverse into another thing, and it's hard to say this blog post is on this, this, and this. So I sometimes feel like maybe talking about things in this kind of format is a bit better. I feel like I put so much pressure on myself to make content, like online blog content. So then I just don't make anything because I'm like, I'd rather have one solid idea than have none. No, I'd rather have one solid idea or none than have something that's really mishmashy and a bit meet in the middle. Yeah. So I've just sort of came on with that premise, not an idea of what I wanted to say, not like a topic, just sort of like explaining this because I've wanted to put it in a blog post for ages, but I just feel like I can't be bothered writing like filler blog posts like, by the way guys, I'm missing because of this, I'm so busy with uni, with work, with all this, that's why I'm not around anymore. I feel like I would be making one of those blog posts like every month, every couple of months if I were to do that. So I'm doing it this way instead. I used to make YouTube videos about basically typical YouTube video things, not really discussing anything of importance. Just I did a my everyday makeup routine once, and that was just tragic. It was the most tragic thing I've ever seen. Eve, my friend Eve, actually was like, "Oh, this is so cool! Like, you look really cool. This is really good. I enjoyed it." And I was just like, "Ugh." And then I went on a night out. I think this was like 2 years ago. The night out I went on before I moved away to university, and this girl who I went to school with came up to me, and she was like, I didn't talk to her a hell of a lot, but like we were friends. And she came up to me and she was like, "Oh, I really like your YouTube videos. They're really cool and all this." And I was just like, "What?" Like, I actually kind of shit myself because I was like, "Fuck!" Someone, a real life human being that I know, has watched something that I've done, and then I took all my videos down. After that, I was just like, "Nah, can't be having that." I have a Snapchat that someone's just sent to me and I want to watch it, but I can't while I'm filming this. So yeah, that scares me. I think the idea, like, I don't really have anyone that I'm really bothered about that sees this. People at work, but I don't follow anyone on work from Twitter. Yeah. I feel like this video is just sort of like an existential crisis being portrayed via my Mac. My hair is so horrific today. It's got too much hairspray in it, and yeah. So, and there's this girl that I go to work with, and she's just come back from America doing this internship for like a month. No, it was less than a month. It was like 3 weeks or something. And when she told me she went away for that reason, I was just stood there like, I should be doing things like this. Like I'm really happy for her, obviously, but I was just like, why can't I be doing that as well? And I just feel like I'm not doing. I used to think I was doing an okay amount, and I was quite talented at what I did, which is writing. But recently, I'm just like, I'm not doing enough of what I should be doing. I'm doing too much. I with my job, I work in retail. not even clothing retail, just a shop. I feel like I put my mind into whatever I do, and sometimes whatever I'm doing isn't necessarily what I should be doing. Like, it's really productive and it's helping me socially and like furthering my skills in the workplace, but not really creatively. And I feel like I've had my mind set on wanting to do a career, have a career, a specific career, just a career in general, not just a job, but like a career. And I'm really scared of going nowhere with it. I'm just really scared that I'll end up in a dead end job. Like, but the thing is, then I think, why can't I just have a job that I like? Isn't ideal, but it makes me good money, and then I can go off and enjoy everything else and have what I want as a hobby to be a hobby and not a job. So like fashion and writing, and have that as a bit on the side. Because then I think realistically what I want to do isn't realistic. Like, because I don't even know what I want to do. I know I want it to be in the sort of fashion journalism or writing related sort of area, but I have no clue what I want to do. So yeah, I don't know what this video. I'm gonna watch this Snapchat. But no, I'm not gonna wait. It's a video anyway. But yeah, I don't know what this video is even about. It's just about me expressing my disappointment in myself, I guess. Like, I'm not really expressing myself or doing what I should be doing. But regarding my fashion blogging and reviews, like I just posted a review in a book, which I'd like to do more of. It's just really, really, really hard to like read for pleasure when you're doing a dissertation, and it's really hard to throw myself into clothes when 6 days out of the week I'm wearing a work uniform. Like in my first year of uni, when I didn't work and I got to wear whatever I want every single day, I've noticed my fashion was way more experimental back then, whereas now I just sit around in a grey t-shirt playing with a bubble. But yeah, this is just me expressing my worry at the minute. I feel like I'm cruising too much through life. I feel like a lot of people are average at everything, or feel like they're average at everything. They're not average at everything. Like, I'm sure I have something that I excel at that I haven't found yet. But you know, you're probably, a lot of people watching this will be like, if there is a lot of people watching this, I'm just saying, like, if a lot of people watch this, most of them would think that's me, where you're sort of average at everything and you just sort of cruise through life getting by, but you don't really excel at one thing and think, yeah, that's me. Even traits in my personality, I find it really hard to follow. I always second guess things. I'm just like, is that me? But yeah, I'm 20 years old and I don't know what to do. So if things completely, things could be completely different in a year. A year ago, I was in a completely different situation than I was now, living in a completely different place, working in a completely different place. I'm not friends with who I was a year ago. Yeah. Going out with a different person, it's all weird. Everything's really weird. And yeah, I'm just worried about cruising too much. And a lot of people are, but I don't like the fact that a lot of people are, because then it gets made into a general thing and it becomes normal. And I know it's normal to be worried about what you're doing in your 20s, but and I hate that. I hate being able to say that I'm in my 20s. See what I mean? I just ramble. Like, I can't even remember what I was talking about at the beginning of the video, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna go watch this Snapchat now and try and forget about everything that I just said.